So I just wanted to hop on with you guys tonight to kind of go over coach basics. I know that as a brand new coach, things can get super overwhelming. I was overwhelmed. Breezy's on this tonight, and she's my coach, and she can be the first to testify to you that I was like the worst because I messaged her with every little question. There were so many times I was like, I can't do this. I can't be added to one more group. I don't know what to do. And so it's normal. I promise it's completely normal. And if you have any questions as I'm talking, seriously, feel free to just unmute yourself, talk away. But I wanted you not to feel overwhelmed. That's the whole purpose of tonight, is just so you guys can take a breath and realize that we were in the same shoes as you were when you first started too. So realize that the group chat that you're in, these are people who are starting their journey with you as coaches. And I will tell you, I was put in a group very similar to this. And because of this group, I was able to overcome many obstacles and many hurdles of coaching. And these people became some of my lifelong friends. Some are still coaching, some aren't, but they're still lifelong friends who I still talk to, even those who aren't coaching. We still have a really good relationship. And the whole purpose of this group chat is for you guys to brainstorm and come up with new ideas. And, when it comes to like free groups, if, there was one day Breezy had put us all in a group chat with all her new coaches, and she hadn't been around all day, and all of a sudden she comes back and we're talking about all these new free groups that we have ideas for. And, that's what we want, because so many times we get set in our ways that the new coaches have a better idea, or these new things that you guys can do and add so much value. So these are your success partners. These are people that you can bounce ideas off one another, that you guys can say, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, no one's responding to me. And, we can come together and say, this is why, or let me help you with this, or do this. And so the more active you are in this group chat, the more success you're going to see with one another. And you guys are here to help get through, because this is going to be the most roller coaster ride you've ever been on. And I promise you that. There will be so many highs and there will be so many lows. And that's the beauty of being a CEO of your own business. And so realize that it is a roller coaster. It's an amazing one. I've been in this almost 3 years. Breezy's 3.5, almost 4 years into this. So realize that, just come together and realize that you guys are all in the same boat. If you have questions, ask in that group chat. No questions too small. I ask Breezy thousands and thousands of questions, but you know what? I rarely have to ask her questions now, because I'm good, I'm set and ready to go. So what I want to do is kind of go over coach basics tonight, kind of how the group is going to work, and explain to you what your day should look like. And if you only do a part of this business, what you have to do to make it work every single day. And I'll tell you right now, this business is about being consistent. And you're going to think what I tell you tonight is so simple. And I'll tell you they are. They are so simple. What I'm going to tell you tonight, the behaviors that you have to do every single day are so easy that they're going to be easy to not do as well. And we call them the vital behaviors because they're vital to your business. Just like you go to the doctors, they take your vitals. That says, are you in check? These vitals for your business are going to tell you if your business is in check. If it's struggling, it's because you're not doing one of those vital things. And so realize that as well. So I'm just going to kind of screen share my screen for you so you guys can see what the Coach Basics group is. So here it is. So first of all, this is a total work at your own pace. I will post the daily one so it helps you stay on track, because I'm someone that needs to be reminded, okay, I am totally on track. You're going to find most of you guys who don't know me quite yet, I am a former teacher. I used to teach first grade. So my mind thinks very organized, very structured. I still use lesson plan books in my own personal life. That's me. So in the Files tab, one of the first things I would do is check out the Files tab, and there's a few resources, and I hope you have a pencil so you guys can jot down your notes. But there is a Coach Basics checklist. If you have not printed this off, I'd highly recommend it. Everything is on Google Docs. So if you don't have a Gmail, I'd highly recommend you getting a Gmail account, because I've even learned Google Docs, and that's saying a lot. But everything I do is through Google Docs. You as a coach will not probably ever use Microsoft Word anymore, I promise you, after you get used to this. But this is your Coach Basics. If you have not filled out your new coach survey, that is in the pinned post in Coach Basics. I'll show you where that is. But it'll take like 10 minutes to fill out. It's just telling me or Breezy or your coach what your goals are. So we know who we can help, and our goal is to help you reach your goals. And so if that means you want to be diamond tomorrow, we'll help you do that. If that means you want to be pay for your Shakeology and that's all you want, then we'll help you achieve that. Because we'll help you run and match your goals depending on what they are. And so we can't help you until you fill that out, until we know what kind of coach you want to be. Is it a discount coach, a hobby coach, or are you a serious builder coach? So make sure you get that filled out, an email to your coach and then your upline diamond, which is either going to be me or Breezy. And so, and you can send it to your own personal coach too, so they can get you there. You guys should have all had a Getting Started Right call with your coach. If not, get that aligned with your coach, or you watch some coaches have you just watch a GSR, and start reading The Compound Effect. This should be your very first personal development book that you ever read when it comes to this business, because I'll tell you, The Compound Effect changed my life. It changed the way we look at finances. It changed the way we look at our habits, our healthy habits. But the compound effect, simply stated, is by small and simple means are great things brought to pass. So your donut every day isn't going to affect the scale tomorrow, right? It's not going to make a difference. Just like your health and fitness journey. You can have a donut today and it's probably not going to show a huge difference. But if you go to work and every day stop for your daily donut, what's going to happen to the scale in a week, in a month, in 2 months? And those little behaviors change, and it goes the other direction, those little changes and changing your donut to a Shakeology in the morning, or, whatever it is, that's going to make a difference. It won't show tomorrow, but it's going to make a difference. And that's what this business is about, is the compound effect. Your income will do the same thing. It's not going to be $1,000 paycheck tomorrow, nor are we ever going to promise a get rich quick thing for you. But as you show up and do those, your income will grow. Everything in your business will do this. And sometimes it'll barely do this, it'll barely go up. And then you'll have points like this. And there might be drops. But if you stay consistent, that compound effect will play into it. And so there is a link right there just to read it online. But I'd highly recommend that you get the book from Amazon and mark it up and read it and keep the receipt. It's a tax write-off, right? So just realize that you've got to get started. There's a new coach manual. You don't have to print it if you don't want to print it, but know it's there. Has all the FAQs that you need to know for the business. How to sign someone up as a coach, how to do a coach switch, how to do pretty much every question that is asked all the time is right there for you. So realize that, and then print the goals for the first 2 weeks of coaching. And this is what I want to talk to you guys about. In the Files tab, there is a goals to achieve the first 2 weeks of your business. If you do nothing but these things every single day, your business will take off. And like I said, this says the first 2 weeks because this is what you need to get in the habit of, doing these things the first 2 weeks of your business. And then you need to continue doing it, because that's exactly what this business is about. So I want to go over those so you know exactly what you need to do every single day of your business to be successful. And this is it. This is like the secret. You talk about how have you done this? How have you made a full-time income? This is it right here. And there are 4 vital behaviors. Like I said, these are the 4 things you have to show up and do every single day to be successful. If you don't do these things, your business will fail. And I'll tell you that right now. It's as simple as that. If you do them every single day, you're going to see the compound effect take place in your business. And so you have to be proof of the product. Guys, your body is your business, literally. And that doesn't mean you have to be a size 0. That doesn't mean you have to be a size 5, 10, 15. Your body is your business, and you're going to find people who relate to you. Most people who join me have started at 200 plus pounds because that's relatable to me. That's my story. And so not everyone started there, but that's where I started. And people started following my journey when I was 200 plus pounds. And so you have to be consistent with your workouts and your Shakeology. There's no budge for that. You have to do that every single day. You have to share that on social media that you're doing it. You know, we live in a society where we live in a virtual world. Like, even if you're non-Beachbody friends, how many of them go to the gym and snap a selfie at the gym? Everyone does it, right? Like, that is the cool and trending thing. So don't feel like, oh, I'm a coach, I don't want to, like, I'm embarrassed. Like, everyone does it. Everyone, like, Beachbody coaches or not, everyone snaps a selfie at the gym. And so it's an accomplishment that not everyone can do every single day. But you have to show up and you have to put yourself first. This business won't work until you put your health and your fitness first and foremost, because you've got to be an example to others. And like I said, you will see successful coaches who are elite, who are at the top of the top, who are plus size coaches. And that's okay. But they're showing up every day doing the vital behaviors and, you know, working out. And where they started, who knows, they might be plus size, but where did they come from? And, you know, what size were they when they first started? And not everyone's ever, you know, going to fit in a size 5 pant, and that's okay, because everyone's different shapes and sizes. But you have to do this every single day. You have to invite 5 people, 3 to 5, and I would say 5. I will highly, highly suggest 5 people a day to your paid and your free groups. And we're going to talk as you go through Coach Basics, how to invite, how to talk to people, how to build relationships. But realize you have to invite people. You can't just post about it and expect people to come to you. You have to send out invites to your groups. And so that is another vital behavior. Read or listen to a minimum of 15 minutes a day of personal development. That is your minimum. The more you dive in, I promise you, the more you'll love it. I was not a personal development fan when I first started, and I have slowly become a junkie. I listen to it more than I read because it's easier for me. I actually have a Bluetooth speaker in our shower where I can turn it on. That 15 minutes is my time, and I don't have kids most of the time running in. That's like my time to, like, you know, dial in. People do it while they work out. And sometimes that's theirs. Some people drink with their Shakeology and listen to it. That's your call, but you've got to do that every single day. And I'm not talking about going to Pinterest and reading a quote. I'm talking about literally finding something that's going to make yourself better. And when I first started, I was struggling with my self-esteem, and that's all I listened to. That's all I did was self-esteem stuff, because I had none. I was at such a low point in life. So, like, my personal development was literally that. Now that I own a business and I've taken ownership, I read so much more on, like, leadership and, you know, how I can be better as a leader. But you have to do that. And then the last one is just recognition. And that's recognizing people in your free groups, people in your paid groups. There's non-scale victories. There are scale victories, you know, those little things you just have to recognize, because behaviors that are recognized are repeated. And so if you have a challenger who said, you know, I haven't drank soda in 2 days, that's a huge accomplishment for someone. And so shout them out, you know, whether it's in your group or ask them, say, hey, can I, like, announce that? Like, that's an amazing accomplishment. You know, always message them first to make sure it's okay that you recognize them publicly. But these are your root of your business. If you are not doing these every single day, your business will not take off. It's that simple. And so just realize that this, if you do nothing else during the day, get these things done. This is it. The other things you have to do is you have to post to Facebook 3 to 5 times, or Instagram, or whatever social media outlet you're on, 3 to 5 times a day. No stock photos. If you don't know what a stock photo is, that is like the picture of the challenge pack that Beachbody posts, like, on their webpage, so you know what comes in a challenge pack. It looks like a billboard advertisement. Never, ever, ever, ever post that, because that's the first way someone's going to click that unfollow, unfriend. You know, they want to see you. They don't want to see a billboard, and they will unfollow you so fast. Post things that add value and make you real, right? People are going to follow you and your story and your journey. So if your realness is that your kid just drew on the wall, That's relatable, because who hasn't had a kid who hasn't drawn on the wall? My 18-month-old does it probably once a week now at our house. Like, totally relatable. But that's, your Facebook just has to be a virtual reality show. Like, that's really what it is. So people know who you are. The best times to post are breakfast, lunch, dinner, mid-morning, and then after the kids are in bed. Those are the high traffic times. So if you're posting at like midnight, most people are sleeping, you're not going to get a lot of traction on that, right? So breakfast, lunch, and dinner are really good times to post. A lot of times after kids are in bed, that 8 o'clock when a mom can sit down and plop and open their Facebook because it's the first time they've been able to relax. Those are really good traffic times. With that said, you only want 1 to 2 posts a day about health and fitness. If you're posting 5 times, two times is fine. But you don't want to vomit Beachbody everywhere. You don't want every post to be Shakeology workout, Shakeology workout, Shakeology workout, because that's not what people want to see. They want to see you. They want to see what your life is, how you're relatable, how they can do it if you can do it. So you've got to start posting 3 to 5 times a day. You got to add 3 to 5 people into your network. And again, when you go through Coach Basics, we're going to tell you exactly different ways to go in and add people, how to find groups, how to, add people, reconnect with old friends. So as you go through Coach Basics, you're going to find information more about this. But you've got to do it. You've got to add 3 to 5 people a day, or you're going to run out of people. It's as simple as that. You're just going to run out of people to talk to. Pick a free group. In the Tribe page, there is a file, if you go to the Tribe page, that says free groups. You've got to pick one. We're at the beginning of November. I will tell you, I'm running one. It's called Be Thankful for You. And we're going to have being thankful, recognizing things around you that you're just thankful for. And that's in there. I did it last year. So if you want to do it, take it, copy and paste, and do a group. Don't recreate the wheel. Things are there for you to use. We're a team. We collaborate together. We do things together so that it makes everything easier. You are more than welcome to use anything in that free group file, anything in the files tab for you to use. But you got to pick a free group, because this is your first way to start networking, because those people can add their friends, and their friends can add their friends, and their friends can add their friends. And again, during Coach Basics, we'll talk about free groups, and I talk about a video you can watch to help network. But you've got to go in and pick one, and pick a date you want to do it. If it was me, I would say Monday. I would jump right in, and I'm going like this Monday, okay? You have plenty of time to invite friends if you start this Monday. If you want to wait another week, don't waste your time. Go the following Monday. Don't waste your time. The longer you wait, the longer it's going to take for your business to kick in, okay? So pick a free group. Your goal is a minimum of 3 people in your paid challenge group. Now, this month is a little bit different with challenge groups and the way things are working. Anyone who gets Quarter Force, okay? If you haven't bought in Quarter Force, I'd highly suggest getting it, because you can start your transformation using it. But we have a coach or a customer group that you can invite any of your people who buy a challenge pack, which is your Shakeology and your workout. If they get Quarter Force, the 14th and the 28th, you can invite those people, okay? You don't even have to feel overwhelmed, because Breezy and I will kind of come up with the outline, and you can literally just co-coach and post one day. If you just want to do one day, if you want to do more than that, you can post more than one day. But you don't have to know everything. This will be the perfect way for you guys to get into realize how to coach, how groups are working. And that's the 14th and the 28th. Let me look at my calendar. Unless Breezy knows right off the top of her head. It's 2 weeks apart, 14th and the 28th. So you can invite anyone to the 14th and the 28th. And your goal is to find at least 3 people this month to join you by the 28th. If you have someone who purchases before, we can put 1 person here and then 2 people on the 28th. But make that your no excuse goal. You're going to find 3 people to get a challenge pack to get into the Quarter Force group on the 28th or the 14th. I always run challenge groups the last Monday of the month. I will probably, in fact I am, If I have someone who wants a different program besides Core de Force, I will start one the 28th that you are more than welcome to co-coach with me. Are you doing one too, Breezy, on the 28th for anyone who doesn't? So yeah, so both of us, depending on who your upline is, if we end up having 2 small groups we combine, we'll do that, whatever we need to do. But realize that if they don't get Core de Force, you have the 28th too, that they can get into a challenge group. So if they get the 21-day fix, PIO, whatever, they can get in a group on the 28th that you're going to co-coach with us. So write that in big fat letters that you are committing 3 people right now to get into a group by the 28th. And, you know, the 14th or the 28th, okay? 3 people. Make that no excuse, huge letters on your calendar on, you know, that you're going to do this, because that is what you have to do as a coach. And I'm just going to be blunt. You've got to do that every single month. And Breezy will tell you, you know, I've done that since day one. Since the first day I started, you know, Success Leaves Clues, the very first month I jumped into coaching, I had 3 people, and I've done it at least 3 people every single month for almost 2 years. No, almost 3 years. I've hit it. So realize that. Put it huge, huge, huge letters and say no excuse. You've got to make that a non-negotiable thing that you do. So that one's huge. Obviously, a power hour. We're going to talk about that in Coach Basics, but your power hour is literally your vital behaviors. It's messaging people, building relationships with people. It's literally just doing these things. But we'll talk about a power hour as we go through Coach Basics. National Wake Up Call, 9 a.m. You've got to start listening to those every single Monday, 9 a.m. They are recorded, but I'll tell you, you won't listen to the recording. Most of the time, you don't go back and listen to them because life gets busy. So throw on the National Wake Up Call, get your dishes done, fold some laundry, you know, whatever you need to do, but listen to that. Be on the Team Tribe call, 8:30 on Thursdays. I will actually be on it tomorrow night. I'm talking about how to start your month off strong, how to organize your month, how to make sure that you are set and ready to go every single month so you can hit Success Club. This is your other non-negotiable. I'll tell you right now, Success Club 5. Okay, if you put 3 people in a paid challenge group, you're going to hit Success Club 5. And I'll tell you a little bit more about Success Club here in a second. But you've got to hit 5 or 10. And right now, I would put your date achieved. My goal is the 15th of every month. And I would say Success Club 5 by the 15th. I would make that your non-negotiable goal, that you're going to hit Success Club, which is 3 people committed and bought challenge packs by the 15th of each month. Okay? Achieve Emerald, which is 2 coaches, 1 on each side. I'll tell you right now, the smartest thing you can do if you're going to be in this for long haul is sign up your husband and put him on your weak leg, and we can talk about that as you build. But 2 coaches. There's so many advantages to it. We'll talk about that through Coach Basics. You'll get free leads from Beachbody. They'll give you literally free customers. And you start getting more income once you hit Emerald and everything else. So make that your date. Again, I wouldn't make it more than 2 weeks out. Anyone can hit Emerald 2 weeks from today. Anyone. It's only 2 people who sign up. Someone can use it for the discount, and then you can sign up your spouse, and bam, you're Emerald. It's really that easy. But I would say 2 weeks out. Look at your calendar. Like literally, rank goes on Wednesday nights. So today's the 2nd. I would put the 16th. If it was me and I wanted to be a serious business builder, I would say by the 16th. If you are dead serious, I would say the 9th. If you're someone who wants to roll, put it as the 9th. But don't make it past the 16th. If you don't set it, you're not going to hit it. If you fail, guess what? There's another week after. But you have to have that date set in your calendar so you are good there. So this is the root of the business. If you do nothing, print this page out and do this every single day. Do the vital behaviors, post to Facebook, add 3 to 5 people a day. Okay, you don't have to do this every day, but you got to pick your free group, figure out what you're doing, prepare for your free group. Have a minimum of 3 people in your paid challenge group, your power hours every day. Listen to the National Wake Up Call and be on the Tribe Call starting tomorrow, 7 or 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. Okay? So as far as coach base, any questions on this? If you do, just unmute yourself. I'll get going. And I don't know what ends up half the time. Okay. Coach basics. Here's how it's going to work. Like I said, it's a work at your own pace. The daily assignments are right here. So you can literally go into the Coach Basics daily assignments. If you're going to roll with it, roll. If you are behind, this is where you go. But literally, you can click on day 1. It'll take you straight to the post of day 1. Sorry, got messages going on there. But this is it, okay? It's just right here written, so you can hit see more. There is a doc for every single one that it kind of goes over. So if you're someone who wants to print, put it in a binder. If that's the way your mind thinks, great. If not, great. Do what you got to do. But like this is the first 5 days is pretty much what we just talked about. After the next 5 days, it's going to dive right into the action. Making a list of 100 people to talk to and how to do that and everything else. So the first 5 days is just the meat of the business. And then day 6 starts the actions of everything. But we're going to start actions right away. And that is every day there's going to be a posting assignment for you to do. And that can be your health and fitness post every single day if that's what it is. For example, the first day is your body is your business. Post a selfie. Post your first workout selfie. That is day 1. The nice thing about this is when you do it, you're going to post the URL. So you can just once you post, if you're on your phone, just hit share. And then you can paste it, or I think it's copy link on your phone, and then just share the URL right here, okay? And I totally posted the wrong thing on this one, so ignore my little son here. But I will delete that because that's not a sweaty selfie. But you will have examples right underneath the post. So you can see that these aren't selfie. There's no stock photo saying this is like 21-day fix. You know, you can see how people worked it. This girl was too sick, but she works out every day. So you can literally go through and see people's workouts. And if people comment, you know, you can see a video. So drop it below. So when you have coaches, they can see good examples of what you've done and they can just mimic it. So every day there's going to be a posting assignment for you to put right there. Also in day 1, it talks about if Breezy is your Star Diamond coach, click here. If it's me, then click here, and this is where you're going to start checking in every day with your vital behaviors. And so you're going to check in and say, it says on there, create a photo album, and in your photo album, you're just going to say, proof of the product, I did Core to Force and Shakeology. Personal development, I read The Compound Effect. Invites, sent 5 paid invites out today. Recognition, I totally forgot. Oops. Okay, whatever it is. Just check in, because this is a way for us to say, when you're struggling, I can say, well, look, you're not reading personal development. Well, look, you're not inviting anyone. You haven't invited someone in 2 weeks. Okay, so this is a way for us, for you to be accountable, and then for us, your coach, to say, hey, like, well, this is why you're struggling. You're not reading personal development, or you're not, you know, reaching out to people or whatever. So that's where you're going to check in. But every day, you're literally just going to go through Coach Basics, and I'll post it every day for you. You know, day 1, I'm going to go ahead and just start with day 1 again. So you guys, now that we're all here, we'll start with day 1 tomorrow. So you guys can post that. But as you go through, realize that there's always going to be let me scroll up here. And I just realized I have a couple of them I need to switch out, but that's no big deal. Where is my files? Why am I not? Oh, because I clicked in. That's why. But you'll see, like, the first 5 days, and I'm just going to go over kind of the outline of Coach Basics for you so you can see. The first day, so again, we're going to talk about the 4 vital behaviors in more detail. Posting to Facebook, what to post, examples, all that kind of stuff. What is Emerald? I'm going to end with that in Success Club. I'm going to end with this real fast for you guys. But this is the meat of the business, like I said. Then day 5, day 6, this is when you're going to start doing your actions and, you know, making sure that you're good to go. You're going to make a 100 list. You're going to network. You're going to come out and say, hey, I'm co-coaching a free group. I can pick 5 people. Who wants to join me? There's example posts in here. So as you go through, you can print the checklist, and there's a place to ask your coach questions or ask in the group chat questions as you go through this. And so you're not alone, but you'll see that, how to tell your story, how to sell and not share, how to choose your 5 and roll, like what that all means. You're going to go through that. And once you're done with Coach Basics, there's other training, but this is the root of the business. This is what you have to do every single day. And so realize that. Any questions about the Coach Basics part? Okay. I'm going to end real fast with Emerald and Success Club. And Breezy can sit here and say amen, I'm sure, to this. But if you want to say anything, feel free to unmute. But Success Club, guys, you've got to make Success Club 5 non-negotiable. Absolutely non-negotiable. And if you're a serious builder, Success Club 10. And let me explain what that means. You get 2 points for a challenge pack. Every time someone gets a challenge pack, every time you line someone up to help them with their health and fitness goals, you get 2 points. So if someone buys Core to Force challenge pack, you're going to get 2. So when I say you got to commit to 3 people, each challenge pack is 2 points. So 2, 4, 6. That's what it's going to take to hit Success Club every single month. With that said, you can get 1 point for someone who orders Shakeology on HD or Home Direct, which means it comes monthly. And always have them. If they don't want a fitness program, have them come HD, cancel it if they don't want a second bag, but it saves lots of money in shipping, like lots. It's like $10 less in shipping if they go on HD. But there's always a challenge pack that's $140, always a challenge pack. And so they can literally get an entire workout program for the same price. By the time they pay for shipping and everything else, it's exactly like the same price, like almost on the dot to get a challenge pack. I think it's like 2, 3 people have ever gotten Shakeology by itself. It will rarely happen. But the advantages of hitting Success Club is, 1, you're helping people. You have just changed someone's life. They are heading towards ending the trend of obesity for them and their family, okay? That's the first and foremost important thing. Number 2 is you are growing your business. That is your benchmark, okay? See, I'm a teacher. That is your benchmark for saying, I am meeting what I'm supposed to be doing. That is my job. Every job has their evals. That's what it is. You've got to hit Success Club every single month. You've got to get 3 people into a challenge group. If you do that, Beachbody always gives you a prize. Sometimes it's a personal development webinar. Sometimes it's a Core to Force shirt. Other times, I just got a yoga mat in the mail from last month that I got from Beachbody. It's a Beachbody yoga mat. And so every month they give you something. But if you hit Success Club 5, Beachbody's going to give you leads. And there are people who go to Team Beachbody, don't have a coach, they want a coach, they're going to give them to you. You don't make commission, but everything they order from that day on, you do make commission. If you hit Success Club 10, Beachbody will, on top of that, give you what they call Success Club leads, where you get straight commission. It's people who go to Shakeology.com and buy a Shakeology and don't have a coach. So you just made commission. You're guaranteed at least $32 commission the next month if you hit Success Club 10 this month, because you're guaranteed at least 1 Shakeology lead next month. And so you're guaranteed a $32 commission next month if you hit Success Club 10, on top of what you'd make from hitting Success Club 10. So you've got to make Success Club, I can't even stress this enough. It's got to be a non-negotiable thing. You've got to hit it. And I'll just be so blunt in saying that. If you're not hitting Success Club, you're not building a business, you're not helping people, you're not changing lives, and that's what you signed up to do, is help people change their lives and end the trend of obesity. And so you've got to do it. Same thing with Emerald. I'm not going to get too into the gist, but know that you start earning bonuses from Beachbody once you're Emerald, and you start qualifying for bonuses and everything else. And again, you have to be Success Club. In order to get those leads, you have to be Emerald. And so, or above. So you have to be Emerald. So you make that your goal. Put it on your calendar that you're going to be Emerald in 2 weeks and you're going to hit Success Club. I would say by the 15th, because if you don't hit it, you still got a couple weeks left of the month to go for it. But put that on your date, on your calendar, your Emerald date right now, and your Success Club date. because that is where it's at, guys. I will tell you, success leaves clues. And that's all it is becoming emerald again and again and again and again, repeating that in your business and hitting success mode. If you do that, you are going to have a full-time income. If you do that every single month, if you show up and do the vital behaviors, you're going to slowly or fast, depending on what you want to do, you're going to have that full-time income. But you're going to start with maybe a $30 paycheck, right? It's not going to be overnight. You've got to show up and you've got to do these vital behaviors. So any questions on those things at all? How Coach Basics will work the next couple weeks, for the rest of the month probably. I won't post anything on the weekends. That's your catch-up day if you haven't, had a chance to do it. But don't leave it all to Saturday, because there's daily posts, right? That you can't explode the Facebook wall with 10 Beachbody posts that day. So stay on track and stay focused. So if you do nothing else, do the vital behaviors and hit Success Club and get Emerald. But any questions? Anything you want to add, Breezy?
Nope. Amen.
Amen. Okay. Like literally, guys, get involved in the group chat. Like these are going to become your lifelong friends. Like, add each other as friends on Facebook, get comfortable with one another, and realize you are doing this together. And we're here to answer whatever questions that you guys have about this business. So tomorrow starts day one. I will repost day one so you guys have that. Again, if you want to run. If you have time that day to do 2 or 3 lessons, get it done. Okay. But it's totally up to you how fast and slow you want. It's your business. You're your own CEO. Anyways, have a wonderful night, and hopefully we'll see you on the team call tomorrow night at 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. Have a good night.
Thanks, Ashley. Good night, ladies.
Good night.